Hi guys, this is Vishal from Trapcode. So in this video, we will understand how to create a custom CRM in Trapcode. So basically, the purpose of this video is to show you what all things can be done, like how to create a collection, how to install a multi-tenant plugin, how to implement roles, login, sign up, addition of team members, and a bit of flow. Right. So it's an end-to-end tutorial where we will build a custom CRM which will have deals, which will have contacts, leads, and then team management, creation of new users, and all those things, right? So let's start. So I'll just go and create a project. So I'm creating a blank project and I'll start from scratch. I'll say custom CRM. So now we will choose whether we want to create a multi-tenant or a single tenant. So most of the SaaS applications typically are multi-tenant. So I'll just choose multi-tenant. I give the name of the tenant, basically the highest level of collection, and everything lies below it. So in CRM, I'll say the company or the organization which is on the top, and everyone, the team member, projects, deals, everything belongs to that organization. So I'll just create a collection called organization, which is my tenant collection or the parent level collection. Right. So it has created a couple of things. So the plugin got installed, multi-tenant plugin got installed, a role got created, tenant got created, user collection got created, and couple of things, right? And these are the two different users got created. Okay, so now let's go and start building. If you want to see how the project looks like, so obviously there is nothing to see as of now, only apart from login sign up, there is nothing else. Okay, I'll just say start building that. Right. So the very first thing when you build something is to create the collections. That's the base backbone of an application. So you create the tables, the fields which you want in those tables, and then continue everything else. So first we'll just create collections. So by default, three collections got created: user, role, and organization. So in role, let's go and just fix some role. So depending on what we are building, we may need several roles, right? So by default, it's user, super admin, tenant admin. Tenant admin is more like the organization admin. Okay, so I'll go and change the name to organization admin. Okay, we'll need one more role. Let's say we say organization team member or an employee of the company, or the who is going to use the CRM, right? I'll say organization employee or team member. So this is fine. Super admin is basically the owner of the CRM, or basically who is launching the CRM, or their team member. So they have access to everything. User we can just remove because we don't know who the user is. So there is a super admin which can access all the companies, all the deals, everything, basically who is running the CRM software. Then there are organization admin, which is a tenant admin, and organization employee, which is a team member, the person or the salespeople who are accessing the CRM. You can create any number of roles depending on your hierarchy, depending on your use case. So I have created these all on the basis of our example or demo application. So now let's go create a few more collections. So apart from this, I want people to capture a lead. So lead or contact, whatever you want to call, I'll just create. So lead will have first name, okay, last name, then maybe let's say company name or company, or organization, whatever you want to call. Organization, since you already have a collection, so I'm not naming it as organization. And then I'll say email. Okay, and then I'll say a phone number, which is a phone number field. And maybe we want to give status to this lead, whether it's a warm lead, cold lead, hot lead. Okay, so I'll choose a static option. I'll say lead status, hot lead, warm lead, cold lead, right? And that's all. So I've created a collection for lead. Now let's go and add a collection for deal. So deal will, very first thing, deal will have a name of the deal. Okay. Then let's say number, deal size. Okay. Then a reference field, that for which lead, this deal is for, let's say I want to display the name of the deal, and let's say I'll create a deal status. You can also give the capability for the organization admin or the tenant to decide the statuses, but for the simplicity of, or for the sake of this video, we'll just create deal status here itself. Okay, so I'll say status, let's say, so the very first thing I'll say qualified, the deal is qualified. Then I'll say discovery call, or in the discovery phase. Then maybe demo given. Then negotiations going on. Before negotiation, I'll probably say proposal made. Negotiations going on, and then after that, won. Let's just signed. Okay, so these are the deal statuses. You can, if you want these statuses to have colors or something, so you have another video where we have explained how to basically give color to these different things, right? So name, deal size, lead, and then deal status. That's all, right? Very simplistic thing. So now we want to create a sign up process where organization can sign up, log into their dashboard, and then invite team members and start adding deals. So let's do one by one. So the very first thing we want is a organization sign up. So we already have a sign up page created, but this just creates a user. So I don't want to create a user. I want to create a user, and also I want to create a tenant, which is the organization, right? So I'll remove this sign up form, and let's create an event for the sign up and then come back here. So I'll go to my event and I'll create an event, which is your organization sign up. Okay. Now in the event, in the login sign up, I'll go and choose this, the last option, which is create user along with parent. Parent here is organization and user is user, right? So this user will get added in the system as an user, and our organization will also get created. Okay, and this we'll see how. So it is showing me a couple of options, that which collection, which is the parent collection. So here the parent collection is organization, and in user, what is this name, which is like which collection in user represent this parent collection. So we are saying it's organization. Okay, when the user gets created, what you want to what role you want to assign this to this user. So here, since they are the one creating the organization, so I want to assign them organization admin, which is this. And next time they will add someone, we will give them organization employee, or they can add more admin or more employee. That we'll do later. I'll say success error. Okay, and I also say login. So now this person is signed up, it automatically want them to log in. So there could be a use case where you say create an account, but maybe let them verify their email address and then come back to login. But here we are saying create an account and take them to dashboard. And then where we want to take them, after that we can take them to dashboard. So we have not created a page, so these are a couple of pages which got created by default. So I'll just take them to the dashboard, and this dashboard we will call it organization admin dashboard. Okay, I'll click save. So this does a lot of things. It's creating a user, creating a tenant, assigning the role to the user as a tenant admin, then logging in the person and taking the person to a dashboard, right? Now let's go and fix this dashboard. Okay, so this is a dummy dashboard, so I'll just remove all these things. Okay, maybe I'll just erase everything. So here when they log in, I need a nav bar and a sidebar, right? So what I'll do, I'll go and drop a nav bar, my CRM, and then I need a sidebar. So what I'll do, I'll drop a section. Okay, and let's divide it into 2-column layout. I'll just remove these extra columns. I'll just make it bigger. Okay, maybe I'll just make it a bit smaller. So 2 by 12 and 10 by 12. And what I'll do, I'll put this heading also within the column only. So what I'll do, I'll drop a one column layout. So basically I am not building a full width application. I am here building a fixed width application, right? So in responsive layout, you have full width and fixed width. So I'm building fixed width. Okay, I go to the layer manager and move my navbar within this column. Okay, so that it has a fixed width. Maybe I'll just I don't need this section, so I'll just move my container outside of this section. So don't worry about it, these are just like designing. Like you can remove some extra layer, you can add something. So now here let's do a left menu, right? So I'll say sidebar. So we have sidebar option. In fact, we have a lot more nice looking sidebar here. So let's pick sidebar from here, from the pre-built layouts. So here we have a couple of sidebars. So I'll choose this one, right? So I'll just drop it here. We will bring all these things from snippet just for the sake of simplicity. As of now, we are just bringing it from here. So it's always a good option to bring all this data from snippets. Let's say I make the column height as viewport height. So instead of height, I'll say 100% of VH, which is the full height of this column, right? So okay, so something like this. So this sidebar is a bit bigger. Probably it has some fixed width, which is 280 pixel. I want to make it auto. Okay, I don't want it to take all of the width, right? And then let's remove this extra padding, margin, whatever is here. So here, this is fine, this is fine. So there, it has some padding towards the left and the right. I'll just remove it. Okay. Now here also there is some extra padding. I'll just remove it. Right. Same thing here. Some extra padding. I'll just remove it. So this is how my dashboard will look like. Now I'll just change the role. So here it is saying anyone can access it. I say only organization admin and organization employee should be able to access it. And I'll remove login. Update. So we have created a dashboard where they can come. Okay. And then we have created these couple of options are there. So I'll say here, I'll say leads, let's say. Here instead of products, we'll say deals. Let's call it deals. For some reason, the icon is not coming. I don't know. I'll just duplicate this. Log out. Okay. So now we have created this sidebar. Now it makes sense to basically save this sidebar as a snippet so that we don't have to build it again and again. So we have a very cool concept where you can actually just, if you design something, you want to store it, you can actually store it, right? So this is the box, which is the whole sidebar. Let me just check. No, this is not. Okay, so this whole container probably is the sidebar. Okay. Yes. So what I can do, I can basically save this whole layer as a sidebar. So this is it. It's all sidebar. Okay. Let me just check it. So it's inside a column, which is good. I go to this icon and I'll just say save as. Save as, I'll say organization admin sidebar, and I'll say save as snippet. Save. So now whatever I have designed is actually getting saved, and then I can reuse it again and again. So I'll just delete it. Now I don't want it to come from there. I'll go to my snippets. I'll just drag and drop the snippet here and choose organization admin sidebar. This is what we just created, right? So it is coming here, and here also I'll say height is 100%. So now this is good. This is coming less because we have to give height 100% in the newly created snippet which we just created. So if you reload, you will be able to see this snippet. So what we have done, we have created a sidebar according to our need, and then we have just converted it into a snippet, which is a very cool concept. So I'll just go here. Here also I'll just change it to 100% of VH. We are doing it again because we have converted this into a snippet, and we need to do all the CSS again because these were all inline CSS which got applied there. VH. Okay, now it is good. So everything looks good. Let's add one more option, which is to manage the team members. So I'll say team. Now if I go to dashboard, the team option should also come up there, which is the dashboard, because now this sidebar is coming from a snippet. Okay, so the team option is here. So this is good. Now let's implement the sign up flow. Before that, let's go and maybe put something on the home page. From home page, we create a button, sign up and log in, and then take them to respective pages. So this is a home page which is currently blank. So I'll go to pre-build layouts and just put something. Let's say this one. Build. Okay. My custom CRM. Okay, that's all. Here we'll say sign up. Start for free. And there I'll take them to which page? The sign up page. So I'll say take them to sign up register page. Here we are basically creating a new sign up. So I'll say sign up page. Now let's go to the component and look for collection form. Now we are not using sign up form because sign up form creates user. Here we are creating user and then creating a tenant and assigning the user to the tenant. So it's a bit different process. So I'll say user in the collection which we and the event which we created, organization sign up, right? So this way it will create a user and assign the user to the organization. So let's say email, then password. That's all. Now let's go and see our collections. So as of now, user, organization. So we have two user, we have two organization. This got created as part of onboarding. Now I am signing up as a new user, right? So let's go and preview. We can even come from home page. Okay, so we can go to home page and it should show up the image which we just created on the landing page, and I'll say start for free. So this will take me to the onboarding process, which is very simple form, but it will create a user and it will also create a tenant. So I'll say user, let's say org1@email.com and password. I'll just submit. So this will do a couple of things. It will create a user, it will create a tenant, it will log into the user and take us to the dashboard page. So let's just submit. Success. Login, redirected to the dashboard page. Nice. So basically everything happened. So now let's go and check. So if I go and refresh user, a new user got created. It is assigned to one organization, right? And let's go and check the organization. So one organization also created, since there is no name because we have not given any name. So it is coming here. We can basically give a setting here in the profile to manage organization. Let's go and do this. Okay. So now let's start creating these internal pages for the CRM. So before that, let me just go and fix my snippet. So let's fix this sidebar and then we'll come back here. Okay. So I'll go to my snippet in the organization sidebar. Here, this is basically, I'm not liking this, so I'll just remove it. That's all. Okay, and everything is good. Now probably we should link this page to a profile page, right? So I'll go and create a page, which is, let's say, organization profile. Who can access it? Only organization admin can access it, which is fine. We have created a blank page. Actually, we should have created from this particular page. It would have been much better. So that's fine. We can just replace the content. So I go to the advanced setting and I'll say replace the content of this page from my existing page, which is my dashboard page. That's all. So it will basically just whatever is there on the dashboard page, it will just dump it here. So everything from my page came here. Now let's create a profile section. Okay, so I just need a very simple form where we should be able to update the profile of the organization. So I'll go to the collection components and then drop the collection form. Collection form, right? Which collection? Organization collection. Okay, as of now, organization has only capability to update name, right? So organization, let's say I'll call it profile. We can have more detail like company name, website, lot of things, right? So here I'll just say it update. We can change this button to bootstrap button, btn, and let's btn primary. Okay, remove this button. We call it update. Now here we are already logged in as a tenant admin. Now I can basically update this profile. So for that I will create an event and come back and bind the event here. So this is my page, which is organization profile. Let's go to create an event. Create an event, update organization profile. So now I don't need to pass any ID or anything because I already know who the logged in organization is. So what we can do, we can just go to this setting, multi-tenant, and then choose update current tenant. So this is basically will update the current tenant profile or update tenant collection. Any constructor? No, I'll say that's all, right? Now I'll go back to my page and then just bind this event. I'll go to the collection form and bind the event to update organization profile. That's all what we need, right? Then we'll come back to the team members page. So now if I reload the page, I should be able to see this profile option. Okay, let's go to the profile. Okay, it is not linked, so we need to go to the snippet and link this. Go to the snippet and link this basically to the profile. So I'll say on click of the profile, take them to organization profile page. Here I'll just remove this padding. Reload the page. Now I'll go to profile. So here, since there was no name, so nothing was coming, so I'll give my name of the organization. I'll say trap code and I'll say update profile. So the profile got updated, organization updated. Now if I go in my collection, I reload this, it will still remain one because this is one version. But if I reload this, it should have some name, the trap code name which we have got created. So this this particular event. But now if I go to dashboard and come back here, this name will always come as pre-filled. Okay, it is not coming as pre-filled, so let's make it pre-filled. So I go to my page. Before that, let's bind this because we are here. So I'll just bind it to dashboard, which is fine. Okay, let's go to organization profile. We want to show the data pre-filled, right? I'll go to the settings and I'll say get content from logged in organization, right? The name of the tenant, which is the name of the organization. Now I'll just save this. If I go to preview and reload, I should be able to see the data. Trap code. I'll say, let's say trap code AA update got updated. If I come here, I reload, it should become AA. Right, the data is coming, profile section is done. Now let's implement the team member section. So I want the capability to be able to add people to my team, right? So same thing, I'll go and create page. See, organization team members, right? Who can access it? only organization admin can access it, because they can add new team members. Team members cannot add new team members. Okay, this time I'll not create a blank page. I'll say bring everything from organization profile page, so that I don't have to design it again. So I'll create, the page got created. Now I'll remove this collection form because this is what needed. Now we will display the list of team members and the capability to add admin and add new team members, right? So what I'll do, I'll go to components, drop a 2-column, let's say a 4-column layout. Okay, now below that I'll add a 1-column layout where I will display the list of team members. So this is how it will look like. Okay, and then let's add some padding on the top. So I'll say some margin, basically I'll say 50 pixels so that it remains a bit below. Here also I'll add some margin, let's say 25 pixel, which is fine. Now let's add a few buttons. In the component, I can add a link, which is, let's say, add admin. Okay, just duplicate this, add team member. And these things we can add through a pop-up, right? We don't need to create new pages. We can either create a pop-up or we can create a sub page. Okay, and I'll make this align towards the right. So I'll go here, say text align right, and this I'll say align to the left. So these two boxes are put together, right? So this is here. Now let's display the list of team members. So I'll go to the components and data table. Here I'll say get data from collection. Which collection? From user collection. Show me all the users of current logged in user tenant, all items of current logged in user tenant. So basically bring me all the users where tenant is equal to current logged in tenant, or basically where organization is equal to current logged in organization. So these are the filters which gets created by default. If you want to create more filters, you can create, which we will see in a while. Okay, so I'll say show me all the users which are part of this particular organization. Okay, and I'll just remove this. I don't want to search. I don't need password. I'll just remove this field. I only want to see the username and their role. Edit, delete, we can implement later, but for now I'll just keep it. Okay, now I need the capability to add team members and invite them and link this team to this page. I'll go to my snippet and link this team to my teams page, which is organization team members page. Nice. I'll reload the page. Now this teams link should work. So it should take me to the team page. So team page is here. Now I want to implement this functionality. As of now, I think there will be only one user, which is the organization admin himself, because that's the only user which we've created. Now let's implement this functionality where we say add team member or add admin. Okay, so I'll probably create a model pop-up this time. I don't want to go to a new page, so I'll go to the snippet, add a snippet. I'll say add team member as a model pop-up. So I'll say model, any collection you want to bind. No, we are creating a record, we don't want to bind anything. I'll say create a snippet. That's all. Now here we need something that we want to add team member. So I'll say add team member. Now let's drop a collection form for user. I'll just drop a collection form for user. Okay, and we will only take the email, right? So role we are not assigning. Why? I'll tell you. So we will create an event and we will come back here with that event, right? So let's first go and create an event to assign a new team member. So create event, create organization team member. Okay, so now we are creating a team member. So we don't need login sign up. We will go to multi-tenant because everything is working across the tenant. So here we'll say add new or existing user to tenant. So what we are saying, whenever this form gets submitted, whoever the user gets created, assign it to this tenant. If the user already exists, then just assign to the tenant, don't create it. So if it does not exist, then create and assign. If it exists, then just assign. And which role you want to give, this will also choose. So we'll say whenever this person is getting added, add them as organization employee, right? And alert message, let's say, okay, so I'm just creating an event to assign a new team member to this organization or to this tenant. We also have the capability where you can create different roles for a single user. So let's say there's a user, he can be an admin in one organization, a team member in another organization, something else in another organization. So basically a person can have multiple roles on the basis of tenant, but that is something which we'll cover in some other video. Okay, so this is fine. Let's create one more event for the admin. Same thing we'll do for the admin. Same thing, I'll go to multi-tenant, I'll say add existing user. Okay, now this time I want to add them as admin. Admin error. And maybe after that we can just close model. After that probably we can also refresh the page, the user page. Okay, so let's see whether it works or not. So I'll say in the navigation, refresh section, the pages, team members page, data table, right? And I'll say append in the either add or beginning, whatever, save. Okay, so now let's go and create one more model pop-up. Add admin to organization model and just create. So this time we are adding a admin. Add admin. Again, we'll drop a collection form. Which collection? User collection. Which event? So we already have created event, so I'll say create organization admin. Okay, that's all. I don't need password. I want system to auto generate password. I don't need username. I'll remove. I'll need the email. Email address of the person, maybe we can give name, a couple of things, but we don't need anything else. Now let's go and clean up this particular model also, add team member. So here also we don't need password. I'll just remove. We don't need user role. We remove. This is not needed. This is not needed. And let's bind event. So the event which we have created for this one is create team member, right? So looks like everything is done. Let's see if there's a close model event binded. Just close model to here, which is fine. This is not needed. I'll just remove. This is not needed. Remove. I'll just change it to add team member. Now we need two more events to open these pop-up on the click of add team member button and organization button. So I'll go to event and I'll create a few more events. Open add team pop-up. So very simple event. I'll just say in the model pop-up, open model, which model? Add team member. That's all. We create one more event. Same thing, very simple. I'll just go and say open model, which model? Organization model. Right, now let's go to the team member page. And we will bind these model pop-ups here. So here we'll say which event? Open add organization admin pop-up, which is fine. Here in the event we'll say add team member model pop-up, right? So this is fine. So this will open a pop-up. The pop-up has a form which will add the team member to this TNet. Okay, now let's go and reload the page in preview. These things we will bind to remove team member, so that we'll see in a while. So now I want to add organization admin to this. So I'll say add admin. It will open a model pop-up. It is here. You can design these, change the layout of the pop-up, and I'll say I'm adding an admin. I'll say org2@email.com. That's all. I'll click submit. So it is asking, are you sure you want to add this person? I say yes. Admin added successfully. Okay, now let's go and refresh. So a new admin also got added to the same organization. How do we know it's the same organization? Because we've added to trap code AA, right? Same thing, and this is also added to trap code AA. Now let's add a team member. email.com. Are you sure? Yes. Let's go here. So now you see team member also got added, but the role is organization employee, same organization. Let me go and see. It's trap code AA, right? If you just want to verify, so there were previously data which got created. Here you see this is some other organization. In fact, it's not even coming selected. Okay, because there was no organization, right? So why we are showing number? Because it can happen that the same person is added to multiple TNets. So we just display the list or the number of TNets to which this person is added. We will see where we can add the same person to some other TNet. Now let's implement the login flow for these people. So on the basis of what role they hold, they will land on their respective dashboard. Okay. Or we can do one thing, we can create the same dashboard, but we can just change the left menu, right? So this, when a team member login, I don't want to show this option, but when admin login, I want to show everything. So what we can do, we can go and create one more snippet for a team member. I'll say add snippet. I'll say organization team member sidebar. And this time I don't want to start from scratch. I'll say just whatever snippet I already have, just copy it from there. So organization admin sidebar, organization team member sidebar. Right, so that we don't have to design it from scratch. I'll say create a snippet. It will create a snippet. It has everything, whatever was there. So, but I'll just remove this option because we don't want a team member to add new organization. Oh, sorry, new team members, or maybe I don't even want them to manage this profile, so I just remove this profile. So they should be able to access dashboard, lead, deals, that's all, right? But nothing else, nothing related to profile, nothing related to team member. Now what we can do, we can go to dashboard and we can go to other pages and just select that what snippet will load when this person the admin login and the team member login. So we can actually control that what exactly which sidebar to load. So I'll go to settings. In here you say handle via user role. So I'll just say handle via user role, and it will give me an option that what snippet you want to load. When I say, now I am saying whenever it's an organization admin, show organization admin sidebar. When it is an organization employee, which is a team member, show them the team member sidebar. So this way you can control when they both come on the same page, what option they will see. You can also show it a specific section. So let's say I don't want to show this to a team member. I'm just giving an example. I can basically control the visibility. I can go to this visibility icon and I say current logged in user role equals to, let's say, employee or the team member. Then I say hide, don't show. Okay, that's all. Now let's go and fix the login event so that we can log in and come back here. So I go to the login event. I'll just edit this because it got created by default. So a lot of things may have changed. So I'll just say if it is an organization admin, take them to dashboard because we have same dashboard. Login success. Save. And if it is organization employee, then also take them to dashboard, but you can also create new dashboard depending on who the person is. Okay. Now let's go to the login page. I think login page is already binded to this event. We can just link the login page to somewhere from the landing page. You already log in. Okay. Now go to the home page and link this login page. We can just duplicate, login. That's all, and take me to the login page. So I'll say take me to the login page, which is fine. Okay, now let's go back. So now we have two different users. Okay, so let's go and check. So now let's log in with this role. So I have not created the password, so system may have assigned some random password. So they can either reset the password using reset part of a functionality, or they can change password once they log in. Admin can change their password, but for this video I've just changed their password from the builder. Now I will log in with this team member. Okay, I go here to the preview and I'll click login. Now I log in with this team member. So now if I log in with this team member, I should see some different options. Login. Now you see I am not seeing the profile option. I am not seeing the team member option because the dashboard is same, but we have this visibility control that which snippet to load for which particular role, right? But if I go and log in as an organization, or let's try to log in as another organization member which we created. Okay, I'll just reset the password so that we know the people who were added are actually able to log in. I log in with this person. So this should also land, but they will see the complete sidebar with all the options because their role is a bit different, right? So this way we have added the team member as well. Hope you enjoyed the video. See you again in the next video. Bye bye.